Hello friends, welcome in. I'm Katie, and this is Flosstube episode number 27. How is everyone doing? I'm having difficulty enunciating. Hope everyone's doing well, that everyone has had a great couple of weeks since the last video, and that we're getting the crafty times in. It's been a busy couple of weeks, a little bit, kind of, sort of. I'm going to start with a little teeny tiny smidgen of an announcement. I got engaged. My boyfriend, now fiance, proposed on, you think I would know this, right after March 21st. It was Friday night. We went out to eat to our regular place that is like our home away from home, and he popped the question. I knew it was coming. We've been together for over 5.5 years at this point, and we've been talking about doing this, getting married, and getting engaged, and we went and picked out the ring together, and we got it sized, and then he did surprise me. I didn't know that he was going to do it there, but it's been wonderful. I love him very, very much, and we have a great relationship, so we're gonna get married. Maybe this year. I don't think there's enough time. So, looking for 2026. If anyone knows anything about wedding planning, send help. We're keeping it very low key, but in true Katie fashion, I'm already overwhelmed. I don't know where to start, or I know there's something I'm forgetting. I realized I forgot save the dates are a thing that need to be made and sent to people. So I'm looking into that. Flowers, I don't know. Where does one buy flowers? I'm clueless. Absolutely clueless. Per usual. So with that exciting announcement out of the way, it's a little bit of a reason for me kind of missing my schedule a little bit, but it's all good. And I have some things to share with you. So let's dive in. I have a new restart. This probably looks familiar. Is my whopping restart on Stitch for Pride 2025. I measured and remeasured and measured yet again to make sure my margins were right. It was really close to the edge, so I definitely would have had enough room, but then I couldn't have framed it or finished it or whatever. So I remeasured, so now I should be able to tack it onto something or get it framed or hang it up. Hopefully, I would like to do that. So this is my restart on January's drop. Elagabalus. Elagabalus was a Roman emperor in like 280. I did do the reading. I did. I just have a terrible memory, so I will revisit. I've got another 3 months to work through as well. So lots of reading and lots of education and really fascinating stuff. I had never heard of Elagabalus before this project, so that's pretty rad. But yeah, there's you can kind of see, it looks like a head and shoulder, and that's the chair she's sitting on. So, getting another start on this, and, if it's still not right, I just don't know what to say. But yeah, I do really enjoy working on this for the educational, historical aspect, as well as it's one color, so that's very easy for me. And I will take it. I like easy. Alright, so that is my new restart. And I have my Diet Dr. Pepper that I'm going to chug throughout this video. Alright, so there's a lot in here for some reason. Okay, this one. Let's pull out. I had a specific order for all of these at one point, and that really went out the window. So this is Vintage Simplicity. they are moving along. She's got some hair. And I finished the neck. Face looks really creepy. Blank, dead eyes. So I go back and forth between the two ladies at this point. I think the red lady is ready for hair. She has dark hair in the picture. This thing has been like through it. It's glary. Aha. Yeah. So the red lady. Nope. With the dark hair, pretty close. I was wondering how I was gonna get her shoe down there. That's kind of strange. So yeah, it's doing pretty good. I do pull it out kind of periodically. It's not. There was a point where I was just super unhappy with this project and I didn't want to do it because I just really screwed it up, but I have moved past it, and I think it looks okay. So, yeah, every couple of weeks I pull her out and get them more. They get taller. They're getting taller. They're growing up. So yeah, that's all I got for Vintage Simplicity. It's a plain old white Ada. This project is so old. It's got some weird discoloring on the Ada. It's very strange. I wonder if it's the floss that's been like up against it in the bag, maybe. But from here you can't tell, so not gonna worry anymore about it. But yeah, look at that. It's looking pretty good. So does anyone have any plans this weekend? I do not, and I'm very happy about it. I'm going to go to brunch and the gym, and that's it. We have been actually very good. I rejoined a new gym. My old gym jacked up the prices, and so I left, and now I'm at a new place, and we're really liking it. We go together in the mornings on days that I am not in the office, and it's really nice. Like, we work out together, and we'll take turns doing the weights and all that, and it's really nice. So we're having fun with that. But yeah, it's been very quiet and calm, other than a little, this happened. So it's been pretty good. All right, so next project is Tonight We Ride, and I don't know why it's out of its hoop, but I finished a little bit more on the final witch, filled in her hat, and some more of the birds. There are some more bats, and perhaps some more trees, a little bit. So there's a little bit of that to fill in. Is that a house? I don't think any of these. It's like right there is where the page break is. So it's very bottom heavy. So I'm probably going to be working on this for a good while, but I guess color blocking will help. Anyway, yeah, grooving right along, got a couple more bats, and finishing the moon. So, really, don't pull this one out a whole heck of a lot. If Tiny Decisions brings it up, I will remember that it exists, and then get a couple stitches in. I see people doing these hashtags and challenges and rolling the dice and the bingo cards, and I really should give it a try. I'm very resistant to that for some reason, but maybe I should be. I'm a joiner. I should try this, honestly. I don't know why I'm not. People are playing Monopoly with their cross-stitch whips. They've explained it, and I missed the joining. yeah, that's fine. We're gonna move on. Okay, so this one, it is approaching warm weather. It's actually already warm weather. It is early April and it's 85 degrees outside. It's like probably not a good thing. That's not normal. It's very warm for this early in the year. So, because this in my head is a summer project, I've been working on it a bit. I didn't do too much, but I did get more of this faucet stream of water, and these two, they look like cookies, but I know that's not what they are. And a water drop, and that's about it. I'm at the point where this is gonna start to bend over here. So slowly but surely making my way up, and then I got these little guys in. So it's a really nice project to work on. And oh, I did fill in the blue and the side of the basket. It's a darker color. So that is, I should tell you what this is. This is the Freedom Motif Sampler from Shaded Stitchery. It is a Juneteenth pattern, and I started this back in September. No, did I start it in? No, I started it on Juneteenth, but I had not pulled it out for quite a while. I think at one point, I think I hadn't seen it since September. Yikes. All right. So yeah, and this is a Zweigart. Hold on, let me pull up. Yes, and Pattern Keeper says that I am 15.6% done. That's actually better than I was thinking. Okie dokie. Okay, Freedom Motif Sampler started June 19th, 2024. The fabric is Latte from Witchell. It was one of those German brands. I know it. I knew it. So Latte from Witchell. It's kind of a yellowy tan. It's perfect. I'm a big fan of Witchell. This is very soft. 16 count. 16 count Aida. So this one's kind of sliding back into the rotation. Just a little bit. I do kind of have to force myself to work through this chunk. Once that's done, I know it's going to go way better, but it's kind of, it's a slog a little bit, but it will be worth it. So I want to give it the attention that it deserves. Just based on the subject matter, and you know, pay a little bit of respect, I guess. Yeah, I like this pattern a lot, and I want to, you know, do it right. I thought I heard something. Okay, the next project. Next is Arctic Animals. So I'm gonna flip-flop back between Arctic Animals and Pattern Keeper. And Frosted Pumpkin has not announced the next sale yet, which I thought was coming soon, but okay, maybe not. Anyway. Oh no, don't freeze, please. Okay. I was just like super zoomed in. So Arctic Animals is 37.5% done. I went in and I filled in more of this blue, if I recall correctly. Yeah, that seems right. I did more of the blue, and God, she's just so big. There you go. Yes. So I did more of the blue. My Notion. I'm going back and forth on my tablet. I don't have. I wish I could have a setup where I could record and use my laptop. So, last seen on March 22nd. So, last week? No, 2 weeks ago. Heck, I don't know. What is time anyway? So, I did, yeah, a little bit more there, I think. And I think this is all, this is not stitched. This is like the cave, and I guess that's the ice or water or whatever. So there's still a whole lot up here. So I'm just gonna chip away at it. I will be probably working this next year, because I stitch at a glacial pace. See what I did there? So yeah, it's 37% done. I just have my calendar pulled up. Apparently, I only stitched 10 days in March. There's no way that's correct. There's just no way. I think there was more. I guess I've fallen off of being super diligent with Notion. So time to rein that in and make, correct that. So, yeah, I kind of feel like at a couple of these projects, I'm just at a spot where it's very soggy and making me not reach for things. But persistence will pay off. Okay. No, why did I do that? Next, all right. This one has a lot of things stuck to it. Okay, Maple Lane. Oops, yeah, it does have a lot stuck to it. There's the thread I was using. Hold, please. Okay, live in person. Filled in the tree and some of the phone booth, and I believe more of the coffee machine, espresso machine. I realized the A and my T is missing some stitches. So I think what I'm going to do is, I'm not even going to pick it out. I'm just going to go in with the burgundy and stitch right over that. It'll be a little chunky, but there's only one. There's only one stitch. It'll be fine. So that looks like this tree is all done. Maybe. I'm so bad. I am so ready to start a frosted pumpkin spring pattern. You have no idea. It's coming soon, you guys. It might be this weekend. Okay. I probably should not have this up while I'm trying to do a Flosstube. So yeah, frosted Maple Lane is 56.82% done. So I'm going to have to do some math, which is my least favorite, and figure out like how many stitches is a percentage. For all of these projects, honestly, that I have digitally that I'm able to get into Pattern Keeper. So, not that I need to, but I want to, so. Yes. I think that this tree should be finished. Let's look. Behind. It's on this side. Other side of the barista. Yes. So this tree is finished, and this is the very top edge. So, and then there's all of this down here still. There's a whole nother person here, and then there's all of this. It's mostly words, but, and like a border all the way across. So I'm kind of trying to avoid the like onesie twosie stitches, but eventually I will not be able to. But yeah, this one, I try not to play favoritism and pull this one out more, but it makes me happy, so maybe I should just give in. This is the finished picture. They had finished it as a pillow. I don't know what I'm gonna, if I will finish it. I don't know what I would do with it. But it's just so cute. I do love the fall or autumn. Same thing. Yeah. Really, really enjoying all of my projects. I'm just kind of stitching what I want when I want. I do think... No, I've grabbed everything. Okay. So the last cross-stitch project I have worked on was actually just last night. And I need to move those needles. Those are going to get lost somewhere. I don't mind telling you that I was doing some cleaning last weekend, and I have like a canister vacuum dustbuster type thing, and I went into the recliner that I sit in, and I pulled out, and the cushions are like pretty deep. Like I could stick my whole forearm down there. I don't recommend that though. And so I stuck the like dustbuster in the cushions to get out some stuff, and I pulled out 5 embroidery needles out of that sofa recliner. No wonder I can never find a needle. I'm glad I found them before the cat did. So yeah. This is not good. So yeah, PSA to all y'all, just don't do what I do. So this is Urduja. This is or she will be, a mermaid. Ooh, and mermaid, or what is it? Yeah, mermaid's coming up. Really close, actually. So, there she is in all her glory, and I can never remember like where on the pattern I am. I'm pretty sure I'm in here, because those I am pretty sure are beads. And it really looks like a whole lot of nothing, but let me tell you how excited I was when I was able to pull out the purple. Like, my poor broken nail. I got quite excited when I was able to pull this color out. This is a paper pattern, and I don't have a whole lot of data on this, so... Can you focus? No. There we go. So, I filled in a bunch of this dark. This is a blend. It looks pretty cool effect. And then this is 3 different colors of purple. And I've got a bunch of more fill in to do and work my way across. And I've had people tell me they've had problems with Filipina paper charts. And as far as clarity, I haven't had any issues until I started with the blend. And there's the color for the blend, or the symbol for the blend, the 2 colors together. I missed it for quite a while, is an octagon. But then there is a bead that is a circle. And the way that it is printed is ever so slightly fuzzy that it's almost imperceptible which is which sometimes. And you're probably thinking, but Katie, octagons and circles are very, very different. I disagree. When they're that tiny, they look extremely similar. So there may be octagon stitches where there should be beads, and beads where there should be octagon stitches. I I should probably actually pull. I don't even know if I have the bead for what that is. So I don't know, you guys. That was a little annoying, but we'll see how that goes. And they're like the symbols are right next to each other. So sometimes you're like, is it just badly printed? At first I was like, I think this is just kind of the printer was kind of wonky, but then I realized, no, that's intentional. And if it wasn't blown up to like 200% on my printout, I don't know how I would be able to tell. I mean, I obviously would have realized that there were two different symbols. But in the actual chart, it's tough. It is tough. I do still have the originals somewhere, so yeah. All of that to say, she's looking real pretty, and no idea what percentage done it is, or how many stitches this is, or how much is left. It is quite large. It will be pretty big. This is a 16 count. I did end up, this was a restart sometime back in the fall. I do have data for that when I started her. You have time, right? Or do ya? November 12th. So it's like the curve at the top of her fins. Yeah, she's gorgeous. And this is Maldivian Dreams 16 count from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. I do enjoy her fabrics as well. So that is where I am. And yeah, warm weather has probably gonna have me pulling out the mermaid a good bit. I'm pretty sure she's coming to Stitch North with me. Although, would it be smarter to just bring all the ones I have digitally? Probably. I might bring a couple. Watch me get 0 stitches done at this retreat. I have not done any diamond painting. I know you're surprised. Okay. And that is everything for cross stitch. It has been a little bit less because of commuting now. I don't want to be a broken record or anything, but I really don't like it. I don't like it. No one likes it, but they're still making us do it. So I have done some knitting, and I'm going to show you my progress. I can get things untangled. So this is the Bridget hat, and I worked on this Wednesday or Thursday night. So, the cable needle. So I have been working the crown decreases. I very badly messed up one of the rows last night because I was quite sleepy. But I fudged it. So, here is where I was from last episode. And I am working, you can see it's getting a little tight on the, maybe you can see, getting a little tighter on my fixed circular needle. And so I'm working the decreases. It's getting, I've got maybe 10 rows left. Do I have a small head or what? We'll see how it fits, but I think it looks so good. Not gonna lie, I am pretty pleased with myself. So this has been pretty fun to work on. Stressful at first, but persistence really paid off in the end, I think. And it'll be done just in time for like Memorial Day, I swear. I think I said last time I was going to try and finish it by Easter, so that's the 20th of April. Maybe. Watch me be in the car to my in-laws finishing this thing. So anyway, I think that's a pretty attainable goal. I really don't have anything against knitting in the summer. That doesn't seem to bother me. If it was something massive and super bulky or like a blanket, maybe. But so far, I don't have any aversion to doing that. And this is gonna have to move to DPN soon, I think. So stay tuned for that, and keep an eye on my Instagram because I will absolutely slap this thing right on my head as soon as it's done. I don't even... Blocking hats is a bit of a question mark at this point. I used to have a wig head when I did cosplay. I still have the wigs. Maybe I could borrow one. Not sure. Yeah, blocking this is going to be a big old question mark if I do it at all. So, yeah. I love her. This yarn, every time, you guys. The yarn is the color Wisteria from Plymouth. Plymouth Select. DK, Superwash Merino. 50 grams, 130 yards. And I think that this is my second ball. I have joined a new ball, I think. Pretty sure. Yes, I did. That's correct. I did do that. So tails will get woven in, and it'll be soon. It's a coming, you guys. So unfortunately, I don't know if I will have enough to do the matching mitts. If that is something I even want to tackle. Because the yarn store I bought this from went out of business. So I guess I could get it online, obviously. So yeah, that is actually quite a lot of yarn for one hat. But I think cables are kind of a stash buster, if you ask me. And speaking of cables, my next and last project for knitting and in general is my grandpa cardigan. And I... make sure nothing comes pulled out. I'm ready for armhole shaping. This is the back panel. A little tangled. So this is the back panel. And I gotten to the point at which it says you need to do armhole shaping. It was supposed to be 6 inches, but I think I went a little over because I wasn't going to do like half of a pattern repeat. So slightly past 6 inches. I hope that does not significantly screw up my, like, am I gonna run out of yarn for a sleeve or something, you know, something like that. But I did like 2 more repeats maybe since the last time I filmed, so it's ready for armhole shaping. But first, note for future Katie, I'm gonna put in a lifeline before I start any type of complex shaping and decreasing, etc. But I'm actually not really having as hard of a time. I was a little overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed in the beginning, but I am really pleased with how it's going, how the pattern is written. It's the Grandpa Cardigan from Hoki Locatelli, and I'm using Treehouse Knits, the River Anduin in Cashmere Elm DK. It's a really cute logo. It's 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. It is quite possibly my favoriteest yarn ever. Like ever. I saw this on Instagram and I said, I need something with cables made with this. And I'm gonna put a color picture on the screen because I don't think the black and white printout really You can kind of see it, but it's not great. It's just very cozy, like Mr. Rogers-y. So I'm pretty happy with how that is going. It's knock on wood, it's going pretty good. So that is everything as far as crafts and projects. I do have, technically, it's not here yet, but I did end up buying a case creation lap stand from Etsy. Stitch Fine, I think was the store I bought it from. It is on its way. It's on a UPS truck somewhere in Georgia. So I may ask David if he can just grab it for me instead of making me wait if he ends up working tomorrow. So yeah, that will be here soon. I'm pretty pleased with the decision to go ahead and get that. I think it'll reduce the strain on my rotator cuff while I'm stitching. And even just holding it, like, I guess I have a death grip on it or something. I think it'll help. I've told myself it's a good investment, and it's on its way. So stay tuned to see how that ends up going for me, I guess. Other than that, I don't have any acquisitions. Plans are just to do the math to figure out like what a percentage for each project would be stitch wise for the ones that I have the data for. And then I said I was going to finish the red lady, and I'm going to finish the purple hat. I'm going to say both of those before Stitch North. I'm leaving on the 1st of May. So I've got less than a month. So time to get busy. Hauls and plans, pretty short and sweet. And then, so media. Okay, you guys. Severance. Do not sleep on Severance. If you have Apple Plus or you know someone who will let you sign into their account, watch it. The season 2 finale, we finally actually got some answers. More questions with those answers, but they did finally kind of sort of tell us what they're doing a little bit. Just like a little nugget of something. And to be honest, I think if it kept going with just like, if we were like 10 seasons in and like no answers, I would just be like, y'all are messing with me at this point. I can't, like, what is happening? Yeah, season finale, we got some answers. It was a doozy. I was not disappointed in the drama and action and just kind of like mind-blowingness of it. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. I really enjoyed it. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish Ted Lasso while I'm at it, because that's a super sweet show. It's super cute. He really reminds me of Ned Flanders from The Simpsons. There's no way that's a coincidence. But yeah, Ted Lasso was really cute. I enjoy it, even though I know absolutely nothing about football. Or soccer. Either one. But it's a good show. And then I did finish the Phoenix Keeper. I finished the Phoenix Keeper 2 nights ago. On the 2nd? Yeah, it was the 2nd. I finished that. I kind of was feeling very apprehensive about something bad happening to the birds and the baby birds, the baby phoenixes, and that was making me absurdly anxious as far as reading it, so I was just not. And I think I got to the point where like stuff was happening, but I could tell that like it wasn't going to be too bad. So I made my way through it, and I finished the book, and I was right. It was not super stressful. unfortunately. So that was good. I do recommend that book. The writer did really well. It feels, not an expert, but you know, like a diverse cast, and it's LGBTQIA friendly. I think it's got some different representation in there. The characters are pretty diverse. The bad guy, I knew. I had a bad feeling about the male love interest. He just was kind of a jerk. Unfortunately, the main character realized it too late. But that was a whole conflict of the book, I guess. So I guess there wouldn't have been a plot otherwise. So yeah, I finished The Phoenix Keeper. I don't think there's any kind of sequel for that. Or if the author has any other books out. So, but that's okay because I have tons of books waiting to be read. So I went ahead and decided that I'm going to start Iron Flame. I know I'm behind, so I'm going to try and avoid spoilers, but at this point, it's been, I mean, the third book is already out, so, I'll do what I can, but I picked it up, I put it on my nightstand, but I haven't even started reading it yet, so, I was very sleepy last night, so I didn't actually start it yet, but that is my plan. We'll see how that goes. I know it's a very popular book, and I'm really looking forward to it. Other than that, that is all of my plans, things I've been up to. So some pretty exciting stuff. Life is pretty good right now. I hope everyone is staying safe and keeping well and enjoying their crafts, and I hope that everyone has a great weekend. I'll get this edited and posted up as soon as I can, and I look forward to visiting with you all again in my next episode. Please, if you are not already, go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye.